Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to Movie Notions. I'm trying to review one classic movie a week for the entire year of 2018, and this week we are talking about The Sound of Music, starring Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer. Now, this is a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical, and Rodgers and Hammerstein has probably one of the most successful reigns of Broadway and musicals forever. They did things like Oklahoma, they did State Fair, they've done other things along the lines. They have a Cinderella, everything like that. They are the quintessential Broadway duo when it comes to music like this. And this is probably their most famous musical that was turned into a movie. Now, The Sound of Music, for those of you that might not have seen it, is about a nun or a person that's trying to become a nun named Maria, who doesn't really fit in the monastery. And the nuns, they sing this song at the beginning called "How Do You Solve a Problem Like Maria?" She's getting in the way. She's so distracted that she's getting in the way, and they decide that maybe this is not the right thing for her. So the Mother Abbess suggests, why don't you go and be a nanny or a sort of housekeeper for this captain, played by Christopher Plummer, Captain Von Trapp, and his 7 children. So she goes, and the children are like any sort of children in this type of movie. They're sort of mischievous. They play pranks on this person, but through sort of events, whatever, they come to respect Maria through mostly the use of music. Okay, and she teaches them how to sing, teaching the importance of music, how to do all this, and that's sort of how they come together as a group. Now, the music in this, obviously, is called The Sound of Music, and it is a musical, and it's got some favorites that we all know, like The Sound of Music, Do, Re, Mi. It's got Edelweiss as one of them, So Long, Farewell, and it has Climb Every Mountain. Those are sort of the main ones that you remember when you think about this musical, and they're all performed absolutely amazingly. I do need to talk a little bit about the beginning of this with the whole doesn't quite fit in story. At some point throughout our lives, we seem to all have a point where we don't quite fit in or we don't feel like we fit in. So we look for other things to do from there, and we have to find something that we want. Now, she does this in a way that some of us might not actually want to do. Like, we may not say, I don't fit in. Why don't I go help raise 7 kids? That would scare me. But anyway, she does this, and she really finds that a place where she would not expect to fit in, she fits in the best. And it's just a great story about that and trying to find your place in this world. And it was very, very well done. Now, have to talk about Julie Andrews. Oh my gosh, such a lovely voice, such a beautiful, beautiful voice back in 1965 when this came out. And I do have to say, it's probably one of the biggest tragedies in Hollywood that has ever happened. For those of you that don't know, Julie Andrews at one point had non-cancerous nodes on her vocal cords, and she had them surgically removed. And that's a very, very risky surgery for singers. And when she came back, she was unable to sing and has not been able to sing since then. So we lost the beautiful voice that gave us Maria, that gave us Mary Poppins, all of that. And it's such a tragedy to lose something like that, but she's still Julie Andrews. There was one clip that I saw back when David Tennant was given sort of an achievement award, and he was given to it by Julie Andrews. And after it goes through and he does all these things and he's presented, he goes, I don't care what else happens in my life. I just met Julie Andrews. And I want to say that he was actually keeping that kind of tame for him, but that's the kind of impact that this lady has had, not only on Hollywood, but for a lot of us. As a musician, watching these movies grow up and hear the importance of this, it really made an impact on me. And this was one of the major movies she did that did this. And like I said, such a loss for everything on this. Now, I do have to say right now, there were a lot of awards that this movie won. It won 5 Academy Awards. It won Best Picture, Best Director, Best Sound, Best Film Editing, and Best Music from an adapted or treatment of music, for everything like that. And that's an award that's really not around anymore because it's sort of changed just to original score overall and sound editing and everything like that. But it won those, and it's a great movie to see. It's a family movie. Okay, the tunes are really catchy. You'll definitely remember a lot of them. Okay, and it's one of those that you really, really need to see to experience. And like I said, it's got a beautiful story about trying to fit in and fitting in somewhere you didn't think you belong, but you do. Trying something new, having confidence in what you're trying. It's a great movie to show stuff like that. And on the other side of it, it's taking place at the beginning of World War II. And Captain Von Trapp being military, there's a storyline there about him going back to work for military, but he doesn't want to fight for Hitler. He doesn't believe in what Hitler's doing. And there's a great story to go along with that as well. So The Sound of Music left me with a song in my heart. Hashtag I have confidence. Hashtag Music Basics 101. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, please be sure to like and leave a comment. I want to know how I can improve these. I want to know some movies you might want to know about, or at least know my opinion on certain ones. So please drop a like and a comment down there. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless all of you. And that's a wrap.